Hi, it's David Castle, editor of Men's Running here. I'm talking to Ben Smith, who's doing the 401 challenge down in Stubbington this morning. Ben, do you want to just tell me what's the inspiration for the challenge and how far are you into your challenge at the moment?
Well, the inspiration of the challenge really is I'm doing it for two amazing anti-bullying charities, so Stonewall and Kidscape. We're trying to raise £250,000 for them. I was quite badly bullied at school for 8 years. Unfortunately, it led me to have a nervous breakdown and unfortunately tried to take my own life. So I'm very passionate about raising money for these two charities to kind of help stop that. I'm currently on day 39. So I've done 39 marathons in a row, and actually with the Stowington Green Running Club today, we're going to hit the 1,000 mile mark at 4.4 miles.
Okay,
so
excellent. Pretty
pretty big milestone.
Okay. And were you a runner before you started the challenge?
I really only got into running about 2.5 years ago. It was something that I wanted to get into to relieve stress and anxiety, and it wasn't something I was very good at. I could hardly run a mile, to be perfectly honest with you. I was quite overweight. Smoked about 20 a day, so yeah, it's running has kind of in a way saved my life, okay, so to speak.
And what have you found toughest about the challenge so far in terms of marathons day in, day out?
Yeah, well, I think for me, I did a hell of a lot of training before this. So I ran 30 marathons in 2.5 years before this in preparation, and I worked with chiropractors and physios, sports psychologists, and also a personal trainer and running coach. So a lot of my preparation was both mental and physical, but obviously it doesn't prepare you for running a marathon every single day. No matter what you do, I don't think you can physically and mentally properly prepare for that. So I think for me the toughest thing has been kind of getting up every morning really and saying, right, okay, 26.2 miles today. It's the logistics, it's the getting from place to place. The actual running bit is really fun, and the meeting new people. You know, I've ran with 207 people up until today. So meeting different people and seeing different areas is quite motivating.
And 401 will take you to what point next year? Next year.
So last day will be the 5th of October next year in Bristol, which is where I'm from.
Right.
It'll take me around 309 different locations all around the country, from Land's End to John O'Groats. We're covering tiny towns to big cities. You know, this whole point about bringing and raising awareness about anti-bullying is very important to me, and getting out to as many different locations as possible kind of helps support that.
Okay. And what are you most looking forward to when you finish?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe starting my next challenge. I've already planned it, so we're going to do the 50 states after this. Yeah, I've done 9 already, so I just needed to find 41 others. Okay. So I'll go run with some of the clubs I've run with in America to try and do that.
Okay. Excellent. Ben, thanks very much for your time. We're off to do a few runs and get around a few miles this morning. Thanks very much. Cheers, Ben.